So Donald Trump Jr. spent hours yesterday crying on Twitter like a whiny little baby, freaking out because people aren't mad at Hunter Biden enough and that everyone is unfair to him, his daddy, and his brothers and sisters. And why he's angry is that there was a story from the Daily Mail and some other conservative sources that leaked some texts of Hunter Biden saying inappropriate things, saying things that no one should defend. I have just a couple examples on the screen right now. No one should defend Hunter Biden. But the idea from Trump and the Trump kids, Trump supporters, is that Hunter Biden is getting away with it and that Joe Biden is getting away with it because Joe Biden isn't being tarred and feathered with the scandals of his son, whereas Donald Trump was often connected to the scandals of Don Jr., Eric, Ivanka, Jared, etc. But fundamentally, there's a massive difference here, and it's not evidence of bias against conservatives or Trump's. Rather, it's that Trump made nepotism so central to his time in business and in politics that his children's scandals matter way more than any other regular politician's children's scandals. We all know this, right? Like, Hunter Biden never worked for his dad. Hunter Biden was not an advisor and is not an advisor in the White House of Joe Biden. He didn't play a role, any significant role, in the 2020 Joe Biden campaign. Let's just look at Don Jr., though. Don Jr. is an executive at the Trump Organization, a billion-dollar company, and he's there because daddy put him there. He is there overwhelmingly because of his last name and the fact that his daddy is the head of the company. He also played a fundamental role in the 2016 and 2020 Trump campaigns. And while he never formally worked in the White House like Ivanka and Jared, he never had a formal role in government like some of the other Trumps, he is now more important to Donald Trump, his father, politically than ever before. As I talked about yesterday, some of the lesser dumb Trumps, like Ivanka, are taking a step back, and now Donald Trump Jr. has sort of arisen as maybe his dad's principal political advisor. I know that sounds ridiculous, scary, stupid, a little hilarious, but it's true. And so you have fundamentally different situations here. You have Hunter Biden, who has done bad things and should be criticized for those, but who plays no real connection in his dad's political career. And then you have Donald Trump Jr. and other Trumps who are fundamentally an integral part of their dad's politics and business. Right? It's different. It's 100% different. And so Trump can cry all day long. He'd be like, everyone's mean to daddy. Everyone's mean to me. What about Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden is irrelevant. You aren't. You want the glory of politics, Don Jr., then you have to face the consequences. Hunter Biden gave like a 2-minute prepared remark in a video for his dad's nomination. Every one of the adult Trump children gave a keynote address at the RNC. There's a different way they've been impacted in politics. And above all of this, I know how ridiculous it sounds when you poll Republicans for 2024. Don Trump Jr. is often in the top 3, whereas no one wants Hunter Biden to be the next Democratic nominee. Right? So don't complain about Hunter because he's irrelevant. He's done some bad things and he just happens to be the son of a president. Donald Trump Jr. is the chief advisor to his failure of a father, and that's why he matters, and that's why he gets more criticism.